kind of music do you listen to yourself?
Well, the only time I listen to music is on car radios when I'm driving around. You know, top 40 stuff. I don't listen to music that much. Every now and then I'll catch an act in public somewhere. I saw, when I was in Vegas, I saw Peggy Lee and, what was that other band? I forget. They were, you know, I'll go to clubs every now and then, but I don't listen to music that much. I'm not what you'd call a music buff.
Do you read a lot?
Nope, I don't read very much either. I used to, and then life got so interesting that I didn't need to anymore.
Do you write a lot?
Nope, I don't. I don't do much of anything, really. But I will, don't worry. I'll get back in the saddle, you know. I've just been kind of lazy lately. It's cycles of non-productiveness and then intense periods of creativity. So right now I'm just soaking it all in.
Doing what, though? You know, when you say you just live, what? Like what?
I did do one thing. I just completed a short feature movie, 35 millimeter in color, called Highway, HWY, with a few friends of mine. And we got the first answer print day before yesterday, and it should be ready next week. I think it's quite good, too. It's about 60 minutes long.
What's it about?
Essentially, there's no plot, no story in the traditional sense. A person, played by me, comes down out of the mountains and hitchhikes his way through the desert into a modern city, which happened to be L.A., and that's where it ends. It's a very beautiful film.
You were just in it, or what else did you do with it? Anything?
There were 4 guys that made it, me and 3 other guys, and we all just kind of made it together. It started out, I had an idea for a film about a hitchhiker who becomes a mass murderer, you know, the kind of thing that happens every year or so. Kind of like the Zodiac character, you know, except, you know, stark weather and Billy Cook, and I mean, it happens every couple of years. And so we went out in the desert to start shooting it. While we were out there, the film took over and just went in its own direction, and became something a little different. The only thing that, you know, that was left from the original idea was the idea of a hitchhiker.
Do you like appearing in films?
The only reason I did it, to tell you the truth, is because I couldn't think of anyone else to do it, you know, and it was just as easy for me to do it. I might do some films, I don't know.
WPLJ New York.
I'm not that crazy about being an actor. I'd rather be a director or a writer, something like that. But, you know, if I had a chance, I'd probably do a few films. Why not? Shakespeare was an actor when he first came to London, you know.
Are you going to be writing films, though? Do you have anything in the works?
Yeah, probably. If I do anything in films, it will probably be this script called St. Nicholas that Michael McClure and I wrote, based on his novel, The Adept, which hasn't been published yet. It's a contemporary story about a couple of dope dealers that go to the desert to make a score. And if I do anything, that'll probably be the first project.
Are you going to appear in it also?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of sounds like the beginning of Easy Rider.
Yeah, I know, but there's nothing I can do about it. This story was written before Easy Rider was made, you know, and it's just superficial similarities. I know people are gonna, you know, call attention to that, you know, but I don't know what to do about it, you know. It's very similar to Easy Rider, you know, in its superficial aspects. Do you know, I read in Daily Variety yesterday, you know, Easy Rider was made for about $385,000. And the estimated gross so far is $50 to $60 million, he said in a religious hushed tone. $50 to $60 million. That's quite a profit margin, my dear.
A lot of bad movies have made that much money too.
Yeah, but they usually cost, you know, $10 or $12 million to make. This is like breaks precedents all over the place because it's the first, essentially, you know, independent, low-budget feature to really clean up in the old marketplace. It's unusual. It's gonna open the scene up for a lot of people.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper's on another movie already. He's going to shoot one in Peru, I believe.
Great. Great.
About money. Have the Doors become, like, wealthy enough?
Oh yes, I can go into any restaurant in town and order anything I want. And I don't have to go to 50-cent movies anymore either.
No, if you stop now.
I'll never stop. They can't stop me.
No, really though, if you stop now, have you made enough to stop?
Let me think. No, I'm just so greedy, you know, just the more I can get, the better, you know, just, my ambition is to have a whole bunch of gold bullion. Is that the proper terminology? Big gold bars, you know. I'd like to have a big gold bar, big chunks of gold, you know, just to have around the house. And, you know.
Now, look, a lot of the groups that I've talked to, they say that they have a lot of trouble holding on to money.
Well, that's their fault. They're probably spendthrifts, you know. It's like giving whiskey to an Indian. You know?
So you don't want to talk about money?
Oh, sure. What do you want to know?
Have you held on to your money?
Let's put it this way. I think with our, you know, with our economic system, you know, and tax structure, all that. I don't think it's possible ever to just retire and never work, you know. You know, because the economy keeps increasing. If you drop out of the economy, then it just passes you up, you know, in a couple of years, and you're left high and dry. I don't think it's possible to retire in a capitalistic society. But I enjoy talking about money, Howard.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, what do you want to know? You want to, you know? I'll get my accountant down here and show you my bank statement.
No, but, you know, you read about groups like the Beatles. I interviewed Mick Jagger the other day, and he also said, you know, it's almost impossible. You work, and where's the money? So the Byrds one time went on a tour for 30 days, made $300,000, came back, added everything up, and they had spent $300,000 in that 30 days.
Yeah, and look where it got them. I think, you know, I dig money because I've always said this: money does beat soul every time. Not only that, it's a form of communication, and besides that, if you run into some good luck and you get some money, right, then I think you should just keep pouring it back into creative ventures. Just as soon as you get it, you know, don't go out and buy a bunch of diamond rings and stuff, you know, but pour it back into creative ventures, you know, that are creating new things, and you can't ever go wrong, you know. Do you have any more scintillating questions?
Yeah, I want to ask you some more things.
Okay. Of course, you know you can't use any of this. This is just a rehearsal with the real one.
Jim, is it all right if I go off on my creative venture right now?
Did you remember Terry from last night?
Last night.
Oh, was that you?
I'm part of one of your creative
human room, man.
ventures. Can I go off and create this up here?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
May I?
Yeah.
I'm going to go right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're talking about those parts here.
Oh, well, give me that so we go get the tape. I didn't recognize you with your hair wet.
Yeah, well, you know. It's raining out.
You know, in watching you perform on stage, I got a funny, I don't know, similar kind of feeling as I'm having now during this interview. You know, it's sort of a disdain for the audience, and I'm feeling it directed at me now also. What do you feel now? Like the questions aren't worthy enough, or what?
Hey, listen, man. This has been probably one of the most exciting interviews I've ever participated in. You're getting the benefit of my grand Irish wit all over the place. And you call it disdain. Well, you want to arm wrestle? Huh? What do you want, man? Go ahead, ask me something else. Well, I won't be disdainful. I'm sorry if I was disdainful.
Do all of you still get along? Or did you not get along, or what? You know, because that's another thing when I talk to a lot of the groups. They talk about how the biggest problem is just getting along with each other.
Well, you know, it's like being married or being a member of a family. You know, there's always strife. You know, people that live together fight a lot. But I've noticed that we went through a period of kind of, it was really getting strained, and in the last few months, everything is really smoothed out. I think when you're creating well, when the music is going well, everybody's happy. It's only when you know, when your creativity kind of dies off a little bit, then everybody starts feeling the strain, you know. But the relations are very good these days.